mention the far travelers who made their way here to Halifax on this fabulous day. Julie and Ian, certainly, thank you. I also want to thank Doug and Ann Cherie for raising Julie and helping make her the woman she is today. Julie is a woman of incredible intelligence, knowledge, and spirit. And I also want to thank Kim and Dave for helping make Ian the man he is today. Ian is a man of integrity, thoughtfulness, honesty, and resolve. Both sets of parents have created such amazing human beings who have come here today to declare their love for each other publicly. I also want to say, and mention how beautiful Ian looks today. Sorry, that was meant to say Julie. Either way, you guys both look amazing. Julie, more so, obviously. I could feel the stage shaking when the doors opened with Doug and Julie walking down, and how incredibly amazed he was, I think, at how beautiful Julie looked. So just want to mention that as well. Julie, you look amazing, and I think everybody can agree. So I met Ian in high school. I think it was grade 9. He was hilarious then, and he's hilarious now. He was always the class clown. I believe both of us were nominated as class clown members in grade 12 in the yearbook. Neither of us won. Maybe Ian won. All right. I wasn't as good of friends with Ian in high school as I am now. But I always remember him as a hilarious guy who never took life too seriously. After high school, I don't think we talked until Julie started dating him. I had heard in a conversation from Julie, talking to someone, she mentioned the name Ian Cameron. And I just, as soon as that name popped in, I was like, oh, this is going to be awesome. So when I saw Ian for the first time and Julie brought him over and introduced him as her boyfriend, it was like no time had passed. Ian is one of the few guys that gets me as a person. There's not too many people that do get me or my humor or my immaturity, but Ian certainly does. And I mean, it's safe to say we hit it off again as friends, and that's why I guess he made me his best man. I feel so blessed to be that guy today. And the thing with Ian, it was so easy to become his best friend. And that's what I love about him. It is so easy to be his friend. He's so likable, and it's because of his personality and the way he treats people around him. He always puts his friends and family first. And for me to know that I have a friend like that in my life, it makes life so much easier. Ian is one of the rare people in this world who gets me, like I said before. And that's one of the main reasons I think of him as an amazing guy and an amazing man. He is a good person to know and a guy who will always have your back no matter what. If anything happened in high school that was remotely, what's the word, fightable, he'd have his dukes ready. And that's something I remember about him in high school too. He wasn't a big guy. But he was certainly ready to throw the dukes up. One thing that got me about Ian was a few months ago when Ian was helping Julie out at a wedding. And it was him getting caught in a picture with a bunch of coats in his arms, looking like he was tripping. And he was just trying to make sure everyone was comfortable and taken care of in the picture. And I think that describes Ian perfectly. Ian is a caregiver of people, and he likes to make sure people are happy and content with where they're at. Another thing about Ian knows what he wants in life, and he will do anything to get it. His main goal over the past few years was to marry Julie. He worked quite a few jobs. I got numerous Snapchats from him when he was working in Costco, and his eyebrows were all frozen, and his shoulders were frozen. But that was all part of the bigger picture in the future. Yeah, he worked 2 jobs and he did everything he could to make her happy, which he did. He got her a big piece of rock for her finger. And he ended up making her the happiest girl in the world when he proposed. So, awesome. Now I have a few words about Julie as well. And I'm thankful that Jennifer talked about because that takes a lot of stress off of me, because Julie told me that was specifically on limits. So, I've known Julie for as long as I can remember. I know her as a sister and a friend. I took her to grade 9 grad dance, and I'm pretty sure my suit fits a little bit better than it did in grade 9. I also knew Julie when she found her first love in life, and his name was Shadowfax. For those of you who don't know, that's the horse that Gandalf rides in Lord of the Rings. There was also Spots, Fetch It, Johnny, Sailor, and Ribbons. Thank you, Katie. That's all on Katie, Julie. I've seen Julie through the good and the bad, the fun and the sad. I've heard her cry and I've heard her laugh, and I have decided that her laughing is much more fun than listening to her. But in all honesty, Julie picked one of the good guys. Ian is a guy that treats Julie the way a woman should be treated, with respect, care, patience, and unconditional love, and I think their vows went over that pretty well today. Proposing and following through in marriage is very rare these days, especially for people our age. And it is amazing to see it unfold in a generation where people our age move in together and call themselves married after a few years of living together when they aren't. Now, some people might not agree with me when I say that, but I don't care. And that's because marriage is a privilege and a lifelong commitment. It is not an easy road to go down, but when you do get there, it's 100% worth it. Getting married is stressful, expensive, and tolling. And with Antry's backseat wedding planning, it's probably more tolling. And I believe if you can get through your wedding day and the planning, then you can pretty much do anything, because I'm sure you guys have seen every single personality trait in planning this wedding and planning it with other people. And yeah, you can do anything if you get through this day and the planning process, and obviously you guys have done it. And I'll end off with a quote. It's probably a cliche quote, but I think it fits perfectly. Marriage is not about finding a person you can live with. It's about finding the person you can't live without. And my friend Ian and my friend Julie have found that person. So, I want to raise a glass here. Here's to a lifetime of happiness and love for